Welcome to the Georgia Dome. We're looking at a good one as we'll get set for this matchup between Chicago and Atlanta. And now to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for the game. Tom?
With the dome protecting us from the elements, weather won't have an effect on this one today. I'm Tom Hammond. Chris Collinsworth is here. We're ready for the call. Chris, any comments before we kick this one off?
Both of these teams really need to have a good mixture of run and pass to be successful. If either one of them gets too one-dimensional, it really plays into the hands of the opponent.
Single back formation. He fakes it. Strong throw to the center of the field. Brought down right around the 46-yard line. Great time for that type of pass. It worked to perfection.
And that was a nice job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback enough time to survey the field and find the open guy.
Grossman gives it up the middle. And they get him at the 45. Not much there, maybe a yard.
And Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Scans the field. Batted away. Oh my, the quarterback is lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, you try and fit some of those into some tight holes, and every once in a while, you're going to get one pick, but that was a pretty good play by the defense.
Back to throw. Looks down the field. Great protection. Completed. Tackled at the 33. That ball was thrown into tight cover.
This guy doesn't care. He'll throw it into anywhere. Plus, he knows that he throws the ball so hard, there's not a defensive back out there that could catch it. If they could, they'd be playing wide out.
They'll throw on first down. Looks left. Throws. He couldn't hang on to it. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 33. They're going to pitch it. He didn't get back to the line. Tried the run, but there was nothing available.
And if you could make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Looks to pass. All kinds of pressure. Pass is complete. He's dropped at the 31. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing fourth down. Atlanta looks like they're sending everything but the kitchen sink at this punter. Gets it away cleanly. Into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the key playmakers on the Falcons offense. Redmond hands it off. He fights forward to about the 23. Turner gains around 3 yards on the run. The backfield is in the offset I formation. On the ground with a tailback. And they get him at the 27. 3-yard gain for the running back. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down. Another run. And he's hammered at the 29-yard line. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that. He punts it.
Hester fields it at the 31. The defender gets him to the ground. Not a bad return there.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
The halfback with the carry. Tackled at the 40. A pickup of 4. That'll bring up second down. Chicago is going with the offset I backfield. Grossman dropping back. He's under a heavy rush. Bats it away. A great play by the defense to knock the ball away.
And these defenders have been close all day. You better be careful if you're the quarterback. One of those is going to turn into an interception.
Gets the pass out. It's picked off. Why did he even make that pass?
Yeah, Tom, I think he got baited into that throw. He thought the defensive back was going elsewhere. He did a little fake, came back in, made the pick. Just a real heads-up play.
Hands it to the back. He's dropped at the 41-yard line. He barely got it past the line of scrimmage that time, and that will bring up second down. Redmond lines up under center. 3 receivers are split out wide.
Come on, D, let's get off the field now. 48.
Play fake. Brings this one in. Brought down right around the 44-yard line. And a pretty smart play call right there.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Fakes the run. Throws while on the run. Dropped an easy one. White was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 45. One-man backfield. Redmond drops back. Throws right. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. What an effort out there. He just got his hands in there and broke it up.
I love watching the closing speed of this defense. When they see the ball, they go get it.
Atlanta sets up in the I. Redmond takes it back. Rockets it out. Tackled at the 35. Great pickup for the first on that one.
And really what makes NFL football so special is the ability of these quarterbacks to throw it and these great receivers to catch it. That's just fun to watch.
They'll throw on first down. Looks for a man open. It's incomplete. He caught that one out of bounds.
Well, you could see the receiver doing all he could to keep his feet in bounds, but that pass just let him out of bounds.
They're changing the play. Redmond drops back to pass. And it's caught. And they get him at about the 29-yard line. He delivered a nice throw on that drop back, completing it for a pretty good gain.
You know, there aren't many guys who work any harder than this guy, both in the offseason and during the week of practice. He isn't the most physically gifted quarterback I've ever seen, but you can tell the time he puts in the film room, in the weight room, and he understands the game of football.
And he's out around the 26-yard line. Despite the great effort, it will still bring up fourth. Fourth down, and the kick team is on to try this 43-yard field goal. Kick is up, and he got all of this one. Hits the upright, and it bounced the wrong way. The coaching staff won't be very happy after that miss. They brought him in for the specific purpose of making those kinds of kicks, and A few more of those misses, he might want to start looking to pack up his house because he might just be out of a job. So the score is still the Falcons nothing, the Bears nothing. He doesn't get back to the line. The defense seemed to do everything right there.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Drops back. Not much time to throw. They get to him. And chalk one up for the defense on that play.
The best time to blitz is when the other team is trying to work the ball down the field. Your quarterback's going to have to hold the ball a few seconds. Not enough time there. You can't try and go down the field consistently against this defense. They're going to come get you.
Peterson on the give. Brought down around the 30-yard line. And they'll be well short of the first down.
You know, not a bad run there, but you're talking about a situation where it was third and long yardage, and so defensively you're like, yeah, thanks, go ahead, run the football.
Gets the punt away. And they make the fair catch. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. The Falcons come to the line with their jumbo package. Play action. He tries to scramble. Catch is made. He's brought down at the 33. Gain of 7 through the air on that play.
Good play design there. Very solid protection. Gave the quarterback time to examine the whole field until he finally found the open man.
And they use motion. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Brought down behind the line. Nothing doing. They stop him for a loss.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
He drops back. Looks right. Throws. Can't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass. They complete the pass, but he was out of bounds when he brought it in.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe throw there where only the receiver can make a play on the ball. Just a little too wide on that one.
He punts it. Hester takes it at the 28. He's dropped around the 33-yard line. Decent return there. He'll give his offense pretty good field position.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Short pass to his left. Brought down about the 43-yard line. They keep the chains moving by running the halfback screen.
Yeah, and in this league, it's really up to those defensive linemen to recognize screen. They were late getting there. Nice pickup by the halfback.
He's looking to throw. Rockets it. He was hurried on that play.
They brought the blitz that time. Didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
Grossman is under center. He has two backs behind him. Benson on the give. Tackled at the 46-yard line. The running back gains 2 yards on the carry.
Boy, he just took a shot on that one. As a running back, the last thing in the world you want is a short gain and a big hit.
Grossman looking to pass. There for the reception. And they get him at midfield. And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. The Falcons have everyone on the line. Looks like they're coming after this one. Punts it. And they'll down it at the 4. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out. The Falcons come out showing 3 wide. Dumps it out left. He lost yardage on the play. Loss of a yard on the play.
He just couldn't make anything happen after he brought it in. Good job by the defense.
They come out in a goal line set. Redmond hands it off straight ahead. He got decleated, and he gets a yard on the run.
That was a big shot right there. You talk about getting your bell rung. That was the Liberty Bell ringing that time.
Fakes to the back. Dumps it out right with the catch. He's tackled right around the 16-yard line. That'll give him a little room to work.
And I always thought plays like that were essentially point savers. If you have to punt the ball from your own goal line, you're almost assuredly going to give up points on the next possession.
First down, looking to throw. He throws left, makes the reception. And he's decleated at the 23-yard line. Just about 5 yards on that completion. Second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. Chicago lines up with 5 defensive backs. Hands it to the back. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. And that run gets him the first down. Nice job.
Nice hold that time by the offensive line, and a good burst by the back to take advantage of it, pick up 6 yards and a first down.
Brought down around the 29-yard line. He got what he could, and it wasn't much.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
He'll get the call again. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Looked for a seam, but he wasn't able to find anything.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Drops back to pass. Throws the bullet to the left. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
Looks to pass. Huge pressure by the defense. They tackle him for a loss. A 7-yard loss on the play.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just have to see a play breaking down and get rid of the football and try it again on the next down.
Redmond is looking to stay perfect on this drive. And he catches it. He's tackled around the 41-yard line. Pretty good read on that play to find the open man.
And that's an area where he excels. He works his way through his progressions quickly and doesn't hesitate when he sees the receiver break free in coverage.
Drops back. Short throw to the right. He's dropped around the 46-yard line. They're able to complete the pass, but it won't be what they needed to keep the drive going.
So many times in the games today, you see a quarterback settle for those underneath throws, where in this situation, it really is a time to try and push the ball down the field a little bit. Those quarterbacks, though, they don't like to take chances on interceptions, and clearly there I thought he could have taken a little bit more of a risk.
Benson lines up as the deep back, I formation. On the ground with a tailback. He's brought down at the 32-yard line. And the halfback has nowhere to go. We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on their own 32. Two tight end formation this time. He gets out to about the 32-yard line. Almost got a yard.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
We're scoreless after 1 as we get set for the second quarter. It's 3rd down now and 8 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. Looks to pass. He's under pressure. Is there for the catch. Tackled about the 43-yard line. That was a big-time play by the receiver.
And talking to this receiver earlier this week, he told me he had a lot of plays in the playbook, and he thought he was going to have a big day.
He'll get the call again. And they get him at the 44-yard line. Less than a yard. That brings up 2nd down. The Bears come out with the offset eye. Setting up play action. Almost intercepted. Booker was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. 3rd down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Grossman lines up in the shotgun formation. He's looking to throw. Brings it in. He's dropped at the 46-yard line. They go to the air and pick up a couple. Maynard is the punter. Punts it. From the 15. Brought down at the 18-yard line. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a little better return out of him there.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
Redmond with the give. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackles. That quarterback just made this offense look bad.
One of the tough things about trying to get a cornerback blocked is how athletic those guys are. If you're a fullback or an offensive lineman or somebody out in front trying to make that block, it's just tough to get a hand on those guys. They're quick.
The fullback picks up about 3 yards on that carry. 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 20-yard line. The defense is in the dime. Back to throw. On the run, he throws it. Hit hard at the 29-yard line. Good gain on the pass to the running back.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing game because at least half the time they're staying in the block. So when they do slip out, occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
And it looked like they jumped early.
Full start, offense.
He needs to pay a little better attention to what he's doing out there.
I think those are just embarrassing. You go back to the huddle and you hang your head and you give it, sorry. Sometimes those linemen look like little kids when they come back after penalties.
Man in motion. Looks to pass. Throws it short. What an open field tackle. And he just couldn't get it going after making the catch.
Nope, and sometimes as a receiver, the quarterback will make the wrong read and throw it to you anyway, and you give them that look going back to the huddle. You know that look?
They'll give it off here. And they get him around the 26-yard line. No gain, and that makes it third down. 3rd and 13 coming up here. Ball on their own 26. Back to throw. He needs to make a decision, and he caught it. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. The third down pass got them good yardage, but not quite enough to convert.
Yeah, that was a tough third down situation. They got the good completion, a good gain on the play, but probably asking too much out of the receiver to try and break that many tackles to pick up that first down.
Gets it away cleanly. Hester fields it at the 30. Tackled at the 43-yard line. That guy just showed off some pretty good skills on that return.
I thought for sure he was taking that one back to the house. You know, anytime you get a guy with that kind of skill level in the open field with a little room to run, good things are going to happen.
Here's the halfback. He's dropped around the 44-yard line. The halfback picks up a yard. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 44. 3, no, make that 4 wide receiver formation. He drops back to pass. Gets the pass off. And he made a great open field tackle. That pass is good for a first down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
Nickelback is in on this play. Benson runs a counter. He's brought down at the 35. Benson gains around 6 yards on the counter play right there. The Bears come out with the offset eye. There's a play fake, and they're coming after him. And he catches another. Brought down at the 12. How about the nice touch on that ball?
Deft touch that time by a quarterback who really is known more for his arm strength.
The defense come out with 5 defensive backs this time. Grossman calls for motion left. He fakes it. He throws it. He catches another. Makes a move, and he's in. Touchdown. The quarterback threw a pretty ball there for the touchdown.
And we've talked about his arm strength, but his accuracy keeps showing through in this game. That was beautifully delivered.
The snap, set down, the kick is up. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. The kick is away. He'll take it from the 2. They get him at the 30. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Turner off the right side. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. And he will lose yardage on the play. That was a big-time play by a big-time athlete.
If you want to be considered one of the top quarterbacks in the National Football League, everybody has to be able to cover. But the top guys can not only cover, but come up and make big hits like that. Tremendous play.
He throws on the run, and they get him around the 40-yard line. Not a good series for this offense as they go 3 and out.
This defense is turning it into a fist fight out there. They're the aggressor. They're taking it to the offense, and they sent them back to the bench with their head hanging low on that series.
Keenan punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Hester fields it at the 18. He got everything he could, but there really wasn't much there.
Yeah, he really didn't have much of a chance at all to make anything happen there. I mean, I know this guy's a dangerous punt return guy, but you can't do it on your own.
Grossman hands off to the left. He's tackled at the 21-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 21. Benson alone in the backfield. Again with the run. Tackled at the 32-yard line. After that run, they might want to give him the ball a few more times.
I agree. It looks like the defense is a little tired out there. Whatever the case, they're having a tough time now stopping the run.
Play fake. Throws a bullet. Malloy catches it. Interception. Brought down around the 43-yard line. And he probably should have never thrown the ball.
You know, Tom, there are some plays that your coaching staff will tell you, listen, we lost. You know when you step back there and hit that back foot, we lost that play. Just don't make it a disaster. Throw that thing away.
Looking to throw. Fires it out. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. And the defender breaks up the play.
Just great position that time on the defensive side. The receiver really never had a chance on that one.
He's dropped for a loss. He couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Blue 45! Zebra!
Looks to pass. Scans the field. It's completed. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line. They complete the pass on 3rd and long, but they'll end up short of the marker.
You can see the confidence level of this defense. They know they can make open field tackles, and that's probably one of the great lost arts in the game. The ability to make the tackle in the open field and stop them short of the first down. Good play defensively there.
The kick is up. It's got the distance. That's a tough miss. You rely on your kicker to come through for you when he's called upon. The guy starts missing a few. Not only does it hurt his confidence, but it also hurts the coaches. You got to wonder if they might just start going for it if this guy continues to miss like that. And after that miss, the score remains the Falcons nothing, the Bears 7. And they get him at the 46-yard line. Just about a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down. Offset I formation in the backfield. Drops back to pass. He throws right. Pass falls incomplete. Benson was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. It's 3rd down, 7 yards to go. They come out in the nickel. He drops back. Surveys the field. There for the catch. He's dropped in the open field. So on 3rd down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Receivers who can make plays like that on 3rd down tend to have nice, long careers.
He fakes it. Threw it right to him, but he can't hang on. The defender was able to get a hand on it.
And really, that came as a result of pretty physical play at the line of scrimmage. They're banging these guys around and not letting them get into their routes.
Benson gets the call. He took a shot at the 41-yard line. A great defensive effort there.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Grossman will look to throw. Dumps it out right. He's tackled around the 32-yard line. Nice pass, but not enough for the first. That'll bring up 4th down.
Pretty nice play that time. They picked up some good yardage, but they lost the battle on 1st and 2nd down and left themselves in 3rd and long. Just too much to overcome.
The kick is up. It's got the distance. He missed it wide right. I thought he had a shot at that one, but the ball seemed to be working against him. He'll need to just put that miss out of his head and concentrate on the next time he gets a shot. So the score will remain the Bears 7, the Falcons nothing. Goes through his read. Here's the throw. Brought down at the 48-yard line. How about that pass?
There's really no better feeling as an offense, especially for the quarterback position, than to take advantage when the defense is trying to blitz you. They're trying to make you nervous, and you just made them pay.
They'll throw on 1st down. Throws out to the right. Looks like he had it, but it's knocked loose. A punishing blow by the defender.
And you know you're going to get hit as a wide receiver. You've got to hang on to those balls, but that was a big shot.
You're the winner of 22-inch chrome spinner rims for your SUV.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Turner gets about a yard on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Atlanta goes with the ace set here. Redmond looking to throw. Fires it right. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the 1st down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
There's a play fake. Off his back foot. He couldn't hang on to it. And it's batted away at the last minute by the defender.
Just when it looked like the quarterback might sneak that one in there, a late pass defense and a good play.
On play action, looking for an open man. And they get him at the 31. Nice pass and catch on that play that gets him a lot closer.
Yep, and that's really just the way they drew that one up. You take what the defense gives, looking to move the ball efficiently downfield with intermediate passes.
Throws out right. No connection there. White was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. It's 4th down. The Falcons line up to punt. And watch out, they're going to bring the heat right here.
CD changer for your home or vehicle.
Gets the punt away. It'll go out at the 10-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll go from the I formation. They hand it off. He doesn't get back to the line. That safety just came flying in there to make the tackle.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
He is hit hard on the play. Pitched it outside, picked up enough to convert for the first.
That's a pretty play, isn't it? Anytime you get that pitch to the outside, the Running back catches it in stride. He finds a nice hole, pick up the first down. Always like watching that play.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. Benson alone in the backfield. On play action, he throws left, comes down with it. 2 minutes left in the half. And another connection that goes for good yardage.
And we really see the trust that is developing between this receiver and the quarterback. That if the quarterback has confidence that you're going to be where he thinks you're going to be, he will throw it to you more often than he'll throw it to somebody else.
He fakes it. Pass completed. Tackled at the 38. He can provide some excitement.
Yeah, let's face it, the wide receivers of the NFL today are really the home run hitters. If you compare them to baseball, they're the guys that can knock it out of the park, and he is teeing a few up today.
First down now and 10 to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. Hands it to the back. It's a fumble. Brooking recovers the loose ball. And that was not a good time for a fumble.
Well, there's really never a good time for a fumble, but you can tell that he just got sloppy with that football. He broke down on his fundamentals, and he gave it up.
Looks to pass. Short pass. Basher gets the pick. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And just like that, they make it a two-possession game.
What a tremendous return that was, and even better, now you have a little breathing room when you look up at that scoreboard.
Lining up for the point after. Extra point is good. Kicks it off. Brought down at the 26-yard line. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Redmond steps to the line of scrimmage. Only one man back here. They'll throw on first down. Throws to his right. Excellent open field tackle. That one worked just as they drew it up.
Good pass, good catch, I agree. Sometimes there's really nothing you can do as a defense to stop a well-executed pass play.
The Falcons just took their first timeout. 1 minute left to play in the first half. Looks to pass. Throws it short. Hit him in the hands, but he can't hang on. Turner wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. Redmond is in the shotgun. Empty backfield. He's looking to throw. Strong throw. He's dropped at the 49-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And so the defense gives up some yards after the flag.
And I know this is a game of emotion, and if you're not emotional on the football field, you're going to get beat anyway, but you can't let your emotions get away from you.
Drops back to pass. And they drop him for the sack. That's one way to disrupt the passing game.
Yeah, it's hard for him to complete a pass when he's lying flat on his back. Right now, you have to change strategies offensively. Got to get the ball out of there a little bit quicker. You can't allow teams to intimidate your offense with a blitz.
Turner is the lone setback. 3 receivers in the formation. Looks to pass. Passes the ball. And it's picked. What an interception by the cornerback.
You know, some of these corners are just freakish athletes right now. Oftentimes, they're the best athletes on the field. Maybe they don't have the skill set, great hands, great moves, whatever, but they are definitely among the fastest in the NFL.
Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. And he scores. What a play. What a big touchdown by the tight end.
You know, more and more in this league, we're seeing those big-time guys playing the tight end position. It used to be people that big couldn't run like that, but this guy is a weapon.
They're lining it up for the point after. Kick is up. Point after is good. He kicks it. Norwood fields it at the 1. At the 30. Hit and dropped at the 39-yard line. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. The Falcons come out in a shotgun set. Atlanta sends a man in motion to the right. Redmond drops back. Looks for a man open. He's there for the catch. Brought down at the 43-yard line. And they get 5 yards from that completion. They'll bring in their dime package. Gives to the back. And they get him at the 47-yard line. Turner gets about 4 yards on the play. And as we head to halftime, score is 21-0. Here's the kick. Norwood from the 4. They get him at the 29-yard line. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Redmond calls for motion left. Turner on the inside handoff. Tackled at the 30. Turner gains about a yard on the play. They'll come out with 3 wide receivers. Back to throw. Gets the ball away. Caught out of bounds, incomplete. Douglas was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. Here's 3rd and 9. Ball on the 30-yard line. Redmond comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide. He drops back to pass. Throws on the run. He's tackled at about the 41. He made the right read on that pass.
Nice play that time by the quarterback. You know, we talk about progressions and going from one receiver to the next, but this quarterback is doing a great job in the pre-snap read, knowing who the first guy will be and getting him the football.
With the pass. And he has been his go-to guy on the drive. That last catch puts him over 100 receiving yards.
And one of the things I like watching about this receiver is that he understands how to read coverages. More often than not, a wide receiver has to understand reading coverages at least as well as the quarterback. Otherwise, the quarterback will see one thing and the receiver another.
Looking to throw. Throws while on the run. He's brought down around the 34-yard line. And that one's good for 5 yards through the air. That'll bring up second down. The Falcons come out in the ace formation. Drops back to pass with the hard throw out to his left. He's dropped at the 20-yard line. He put something extra on that throw, and it'll keep the chains moving.
And that's really what it takes sometimes, because defenders are so quick out there. If you don't put a little extra pop on it, they can get there.
He looks to throw on first down. Looking for a receiver. Rifles it to the right. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. The pass was deflected and swatted away by the defender.
I think the quarterback may have had to throw that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. The pressure was starting to get there.
He drops back to pass. Short throw to the left. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. The quarterback led the receiver just a little too much.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
Back to throw. Throws it. McBride gets his hand on it, and it'll be fourth down following the pass deflection.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
He's got it. He put that one right through the upright. The kick is away. He'll take it from the 2. And he gets brought down hard. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Grossman lines up under center. Single backfield this time. On the ground, up the middle. Dropped behind the line. The offense had a tough time picking up all their blocks on that play.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want. But ultimately, this game comes down to one big man against another big man. And that time, the defense's big men, they won the battle.
Scans the field. Can't connect on the pass. The wide receiver is unable to make the grab. The pass was too far out of his reach.
And that's one of those that the wideout goes back to the huddle thinking, he stinks. This guy's terrible. Then as soon as he sees his quarterback, he says, don't worry about it. We'll get it next time.
Back to pass. Looks down the field. Makes the catch. That might be holding. Let's see what the official's call is on the field.
Holding. Offense. The penalty is declined.
Fourth down. Looks like they'll kick it away here. Jennings is back deep to receive. Punts it. Makes the fair catch. The offense was only able to muster a field goal on their last drive. We'll see what they do with this possession.
Turbo.
Atlanta is going with the offset eye backfield.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Watch the back. Hut. Don't lose your ball. Come on, man.
He fakes it. Gets the throw away. Fails to connect with the pass. White was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. The Falcons line up in the gun. 2 tight ends in for the offense. Looks to pass. On the run, he throws it. Tackled around the 22-yard line. Good read of the defense on that pass play.
Yeah, and throws like that really settle a quarterback down. It's all about getting into the flow of a game, and you can see he's getting comfortable now.
Fakes the run. Throws it. No connection this time. The punting unit will likely head onto the field after they fail to convert on third down. Keenan to punt. Punts it. Hester fields it at the 37. Brought down at the 47-yard line. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. The offense will start at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. First down, looking to throw. Guns it right, and it's completed. He's brought down at the 43-yard line. With that last catch, the wide receiver has logged his 100th yard of the game.
Just a good, solid performance here by the receiver. This guy is plenty tough enough. I like the way that he gets in and out of his cuts, but I love his toughness. He's never intimidated out there.
And they get him right around the 38-yard line. Benson picks up about 4 yards on the play. Chicago lines up in the offset eye this time. They'll give it off here. He's tackled at the 36-yard line. A pickup of about 3, and so it'll be third down. From the 36-yard line.
Let's go! Come on!
Single set backfield. He gets another carry. It's a fumble. Scooped up by one of the corners. And a great job by the defense to recover the fumble.
And for a ball carrier, the #1 fastest way to land on the bench is to cough one up like that. That is just not good.
Feeds it to the back. Cuts back, and he's dropped. That's a 2-yard gain. That brings up second down. Redmond lines up in the shotgun. He has 5 receivers in the formation.
Tiger! Jam free!
He drops back to pass. Dumps it out right. Brought down at the 43-yard line. Pretty nice read on that play to find the open man.
Now, the two of them really have been working hard, building a rapport in practice, and now you're starting to see some of those results out here on the field.
Hit and dropped behind the line. The defense was ready on that series, and they had all the answers for what the offense tried to do.
And that's a humbling experience for any offense. When you go out there and have those 3-and-out series, you just go back to the sideline a little embarrassed, and the defense, they're upset.
Punts it. Hester takes it at the 21. He's brought down around the 30-yard line. And that return should set this offense up nicely.
He did a good job there finding a seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
Grossman gives it left. He's dropped at the 32-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. The Bears go with the I formation. Brought down around the 35-yard line. Benson gets about 4 yards on the play. They line up at the 35. Grossman lines up in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers in the formation. Little handoff. He didn't get back to the line. What happened on that series, Chris?
The defense was good and the offense stunk, Tom. What else you need to know?
He gets it away. Jennings fields it at the 30. What a shot! They really did a good job keeping him contained on that one.
No question about it. He needs a little more help out of his blockers than he got right there. This is a dangerous guy, and if he can get in some open space, he can create some problems for you, but just no space to be found there.
Hands it off. He's going to be tackled for a loss. A 1-yard loss, and that will bring up second down. 2nd and 11. Ball on their own 33. Redmond lines up in the shotgun. He has 5 receivers in the formation. He drops back. Rifles it out there. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set him up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
They hand it off. He's dropped at the 49-yard line. Turner comes away with 2 yards on the carry. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 49. They'll come out in the I. Looking to throw. He throws right. Completed. Great open field tackle. Just a short, efficient throw that time.
Yeah, a true sign of patience on the offensive side. You let the play develop. You find the open receiver. Maybe he takes a look down the field. It's not there. Just go ahead and take that safe throw.
On play action. Throws it short. Brought down around the 32-yard line. That one worked pretty well.
It sure did, and I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
They hand it off again. Tackled around the 26-yard line. Turner gains about 5 yards on the run. It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 26. The Falcons go with the I formation. He drops back. Throws it short. Pass is complete. And he's knocked out right around the 26-yard line. Back to the line, but nothing more. Atlanta lines up in the offset I this time. Hartsock goes in motion. Redmond back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. He's tackled at the 21. That was a decent gain there on the pass.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. He hit that back foot, planted, threw the ball, knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Turner lines up as the single back. Back to pass. Short pass to his left. What a hit. I don't think he even saw that guy. Short pattern results in a completion for the offense.
You know, that's not one of those plays that's a huge gain by any means, but that's really the essence of an offensive game plan. You have to start hitting some of those short intermediate routes, and that begins to open everything else up.
He'll get it again. And he's drilled at the 16-yard line. The running back gets about a yard, maybe less.
Come on, D, let's get off the field now.
The Falcons come out with the offset I.
Let's go right.
On play action. Surveys the field. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
And it's good. Good job putting that kick right on target, and it goes through for 3 points. Booming kick. He'll return it from the 1. They get him at the 29-yard line. They were forced to punt on their last drive. They'll go from the I formation. Here's the give. He's brought down at the 33-yard line. Benson gains about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6. Ball on their own 33. 2 tight ends this time as they come out in a big set. Drops back to pass. Under heavy pressure. He's dragged down on the play. And they couldn't have asked for better timing on the sack.
The quarterback's going to have to start changing up his snap count a little bit, because right now we're seeing this defensive line getting off the ball faster than the offensive line. If he doesn't start changing it up, it's going to be a tough afternoon for him.
Guns it out. And they get him at the 37. A solid gain on that pass play, but it'll still be short of the 1st down.
And there's really nothing a defense likes better than those 3rd and long situations where they can play passively. They don't have to worry about giving up the big play. Just come up and make the tackle. Good hit that time. Good solid tackle.
Punts it. Jennings takes it at the 23. What a hit! The offense takes the field, hoping to come away with more than just a field goal on this drive. They line up in a one-back set. Someone jumped early down there.
False start, offense.
He moved a little early on that one.
I used to always think that offensive linemen should go to the line of scrimmage and hold up either 1 finger or 2 fingers and look down when they get confused.
He drops back to pass. He's dropped. It seems these days being a defensive end isn't just all about trying to run your blocker over to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, you see more and more of these guys that are a little undersized for defensive linemen, but they make up for that size and bulk with great speed and agility. If they can turn the corner, they can really make a difference in a game.
Redmond back to throw. Goes through his read. And he makes the tall grab. And simply a great throw there.
Yeah, that really was a nice touch that time. Perfect sort of combination of velocity and touch. A very catchable ball thrown by this quarterback so that you don't have to overly focus on what you're doing and you can get your eyes back down the field, try and get a good run after the catch.
He throws left. Open field ahead. He's tackled at the 36-yard line. And that one was completed for a solid gain.
Solid gain, yes, but no 1st down on that play. So now it's going to bring up a decision on the part of the offense. Defensively, I think they executed that one exactly the way they wanted to.
Gets it away cleanly. Hester takes it at the 25. Brought down at the 47-yard line. I have to say, they were lucky to contain him. He was flying.
Yeah, I agree. That guy just showed us the primary reason he's back there returning these kicks. When you talk about the guys in the league that possess elite speed, elite acceleration, this guy may be the prototype.
He looks to throw on first down. Throws it out. Brings this one in. He's brought down around the 32-yard line. Nice pass play.
It really was in the 80s that we first started seeing offenses throwing the ball to the fullback. You know, for so many years, those guys were just big blockers.
Fakes to the back. He dives, and he's got it. He laid out for the reception and the big gain on the play.
And as a receiver, you know if you come up with plays like that for the quarterback, next time he gets in a tough situation, he's going to trust you more than he does those other guys.
So, at the end of 3, score is 21-6. Benson lines up as the single back. Looking to throw. Rockets it out. Hits him square in the hands, but he fails to bring it in. Clark was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt. Third down and short situation here. Ball on the 22. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Nice play fake. The pass rush got it. Perfect time to send in the extra pass rusher on that play, Chris. They timed the blitz perfectly.
Effective blitzing can really destroy an offensive game plan because you're so used to having time to develop plays down the field. Now you come with a good blitz, and the quarterback just doesn't have time to get it off.
The set down. The kick is up. It's got the distance. What an excellent kick.
I don't know about you, but I was getting ready to question the coach's decision on that one, giving him an opportunity from that distance. But boy, did he ever make that coach look smart there.
Not a bad kick. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. Still moving. Brought down at the 29-yard line. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Offset I formation in the backfield. Sets up the play action. And the pass is incomplete. Mahaley was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29. Chicago lines up with 5 defensive backs. Looks to pass. The pocket is collapsing. And they got him. This guy has made a living out of getting to the quarterback in this game.
When you see a guy having a game like this, you know he's got it all going on. He feels good. The intensity's there. He matches up great against the other guy. This is a dominating performance and really making a difference in this game.
With the throw. And it's knocked loose. White was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. The Falcons are lining up to punt it away. Keenan is waiting for the snap. Gets the punt away. Hester fields it at the 35. He's dropped at the 49-yard line. They gave up way too many yards on the return there, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, without a doubt. As part of the coverage team now, you've got to free yourself from that blocker as quickly as possible. And if you can't do that, you're going to give up some big returns.
Setting up play action. Brought down right around the 40-yard line. Another completed pass puts him over the 300-yard mark.
And you know, this guy just loves to play football. I really like talking to him before the game. You can hear the passion in his voice. And when you have a leader that has that kind of passion and that kind of emotion, it's just so much easier to play the game.
Encroachment. Defense.
The defense can't keep giving up yards on penalties like this.
Yeah, it's hard enough in the game today with the rule changes to help the offense to stop an offense anyway, but you can't give away yards.
Here's the halfback. They tackle him for a loss. Tried to find something, but there wasn't anything there for him.
Yeah, not anything at all. And as a running back, you're probably going back to the huddle going, guys, a little help, please?
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He's brought down at the 34. They pick up 2 yards, and that makes it 3rd down. The Bears line up with 3 wide. They hand it off. He fights forward to about the 30, and that will bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
The kick is up. Hits the upright, no good. I'd like to see him get another chance in this game. That wasn't his best effort.
I'm sure for a field goal kicker, it's worse to miss it by 10 or 15 yards. But when you hear that clang, and in your mind, you're thinking that thing's going through, and it clangs and bounces back towards you, it has to make you sick.
He's dropped right around the 40-yard line. He's put up some nice yardage.
He sure has, but throwing for 300 yards probably isn't quite the same feat it used to be. You know, there's so many rule changes now. The offensive linemen can do a little more holding, use their hands more. Of course, you can't hit the receivers, but it's still a nice landmark.
Brought down at the 41-yard line, and the halfback has nowhere to go from the 41-yard line. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback is in the gun. Redmond dropping back. And it's caught. He's brought down at about the 33-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Looks to pass. He throws right. And this one could be a big gain. Brought down near the goal line. He found his halfback, and it turned into a big gain.
And those quarterbacks love padding their stats by dumping one off to a halfback and letting him go to work.
They'll set this one up inside the 5. Ball on the 3-yard line. He's dropped for the sack. And that's sack number 4 in the game.
The pressure by this defense has been there all day. And offensively, they're just struggling trying to come up with a protection scheme that works.
On play action. Passes. End zone. The coaches have to be happy with that.
Yeah, I guess they are. Anytime you draw up a play and it works to perfection like that, everybody's happy except the defense.
They'll go for 2 in this situation. Turner is the deep back as they line up in the I. Redmond dropping back. And they won't get the 2. And here's the kick. From the 5-yard line. They get him at the 24-yard line. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Feeds it to the back. And they get him around the 25-yard line. Benson picks up 2 yards with the carry. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 25. Benson is the single setback. Olsen in motion. He drops back to pass. Rockets it. Catch is made. He's dropped at the 36-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
I always thought tight ends were sort of like pacifiers for babies. You know, just about the time that you need a little security blanket, you know where to go.
Again with the run. He's hammered in the backfield. Well, they wind up in reverse that time. Good push by the defense.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
And they'll run him again. He's tackled at the 38. They got 4 yards there. That'll bring up third down. They come out in a nickel. Peterson on the give. He fights forward to about the 39. So they tried to push it ahead, but the defense stopped them short of first down.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
He punts it. Jennings takes it at the 21. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a little better return out of him there.
Boy, he hardly had any room to do anything there. They've got to come up with a better scheme or some better blockers or something. This guy's a good punt returner. He's just not getting any help at all from his teammates.
Gives to the back. And they get him at the 27-yard line. Turner gets 3 yards on the carry.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that, and then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
Looking to throw. He needs to make a decision. That pass wasn't even close.
Yeah, it wasn't close because the big guy was giving him a whack just as he let that one go. He was really under some pressure that time.
Redmond drops to throw. Knocked loose. It's a tough situation. What would you do here, Chris?
Well, it just depends on how much you trust your defense to get the football back. This other team has a lot of offensive weapons. Tough decision here.
Heenan punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Hester fields it at the 30. Tackled at about the 45-yard line. And that was a nice little punt return there.
Wow, I thought he was gone for a second. They did a good job getting to him, at least preventing the touchdown. Of course, they wouldn't have to chase him down like that if they'd have done a better job covering the punt.
Grossman set to go to the air. There for the reception. He's brought down at the 35. That's the arm strength we've been talking about all week.
And you know the amazing thing about this guy? We all talk about his arm strength, but did you see how fluid that delivery was? He didn't even look like he was trying to throw it hard.
Gets it off with the catch. He's tackled at the 24-yard line. A good play to the tight end that time.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
They hand it off. Tackled at the 23. 1 yard on the play.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
They finally bring him down, and it's 1st and goal. That was an excellent run there to pick up the first.
Yes, sir. He really found a nice hole, was able to exploit it for a good gain. They're going to have to do a better job getting in those running lanes if they're going to stop him consistently.
Chicago sends a man in motion.
Kick 300. Kick 300.
Grossman back to throw. To the end zone. He brings it in. Touchdown. He's now got 3 touchdown passes in the game.
And that last one was the best of the bunch, if you ask me. Great throw, great catch.
This should add the extra point. Here's the kick. Point after is good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Excellent kick here. Jennings fields it at the 2. Brought down at the 27. They could do nothing against this defense on their previous drive. Out of the I formation. He drops back. Dumps it out right. Defense pushes him out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
Gain of 3.
From their own 30-yard line. Atlanta is going with the offset I backfield.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Gotcha. Goes right.
Redmond dropping back. Makes the reception. Nice pass for the quarterback on that one with the defense bearing down on him.
He'll take plays like that all day long.
Chicago brings in their nickel package.
988. Let's go get it.
It's a pass on 3rd and short. And he catches it. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
Brought down around the 48-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. Atlanta is going with the offset I backfield. Drops back. He throws it. It's there for the catch. He's brought down at the 38. And a nice pass to the tight end.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
Tackled at the 31. Takes the handoff and responds with a 7-yard gain. From the 31-yard line. The Falcons come out in the single back formation, 3 receivers wide. Drops back. Throws to his left. He's tackled at the 12. He shows no hesitation and gets it in there to get the first down.
Yeah, you wouldn't hesitate either if you were standing back there in the pocket. I say the heck with it. Get it out of there fast. Let somebody else handle it for a little while.
They'll throw on first down. Looks down the field. And it's knocked down. And he just managed to get a piece of it. Nice play by the defender.
And as a receiver, you really have to do a better job of coming back to the football at that point. You have to help the quarterback.
He drops back. Throws it short. Brings it in. Goes out of bounds at the 7. This guy seemingly can't be stopped. He's now thrown for 400 yards in the game.
Yeah, and at times he really makes it look easy out there. These wide receivers deserve a little credit too. They're doing a lot of work getting open down the field, but this quarterback's pretty special.
Back to throw. Looks for a man open. The backer picks it off. I thought that was going to be a touchdown.
You know, it's so easy to be really critical of a quarterback in this situation, but sometimes defensive players just make remarkable plays, and that was just a great defensive play.
Grossman hands it off. And he's almost caught in the end zone for a safety. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
Benson lines up as the single back. There are 3 receivers split out wide. We have 2 minutes left to play in this game. The offense pinned deep here. Ball on their own 1. Again, he'll get the call. Brought down around the 5-yard line. The halfback gets the ball and picks up 5. We've got a 3rd and 6. Ball on the 5-yard line. The Bears line up with an offset eye backfield. Man in motion. Sets up the play action. He throws on the run. Tackled at the 20. And a big catch by the tight end.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
He fakes it. Guns it to the middle. Incomplete pass. And for some reason, they passed the ball, and that will stop the clock. Not sure what they were thinking.
Well, just about the time you were thinking they were going to try and run this clock out, they go out and they're aggressive, but now the clock stops.
Sets up the play action. And he caught it. He's pushed out at the 27. Nothing wrong with that pass. He goes for a good gain.
You know, and when you talk to some of these receivers, they say the real strength of this quarterback is that he throws a very, very catchable ball.
They hand it off again. And it looks short from up here. That play was stuffed from the get-go.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
And they get him at the 41-yard line. Seems like the coverage broke down a bit on that one.
I thought they had him pretty well contained on that play, but he did find a small crack in the coverage, got it up the field. They were lucky they got hold of him. He could have broken that one off.
He looks to throw on first down. Surveys the field. It's tipped and intercepted. Brought down at about the 49-yard line. Not really been a close one, as our final score is the Bears 31, the Falcons 12.